Remember we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good
Hey everyone, I'm Lepakshi and in this video I'm going to be giving my spoiler-free book review of Scarlett Lost in the Five Lands by Rajendra Sarilla. Scarlett Lost in the Five Lands follows Scarlett, the 15-year-old princess of Sky Kingdom. The book starts with this prologue where we see Scarlett and her parents, King Xavier and Queen Adeline, trying to protect their castle, which is under attack from King Tristan, their sworn enemy. So through this short prologue, we get a glimpse into the world and the ways of the world this book is set in. When the story starts, Scarlett has lost her memory and remembers nothing. She has ended up in Zendora, one of the kingdoms of the Five Lands, which is ruled by Queen Edwina. Her peers here see her as the girl who does not have a race, the girl who was not assigned any weapon by the goddess, and she is often bullied by some of her peers for this. But soon they all realize that Scarlett is no ordinary girl. Who is Scarlett really? And why does she not remember anything? Why is one of the most powerful queens, Queen Callista, after her and is willing to stop at nothing? 3 chapters in, and this book had me intrigued. As the story progressed, I found myself drawn more and more into the story. What I loved the most about this book was that it had many new, original and different fantasy elements in it. It wasn't like the same old fantasy that you see in most fantasy books. Like that does happen a lot of times with fantasy books. I feel the author has been really creative in the world building, the concepts, the ideas he's put into the story, and even the plot and story on the whole for that matter. All of these definitely played a role in making me feel intrigued throughout the book. I personally enjoyed the second half very much. It actually got quite dark and even sinister, which I was not expecting. Some scenes also had like a very chilling feel to it, and the second half had me hooked almost throughout. Another thing that I really loved was that we got to see the villain's point of view as well. Our main villain is Queen Callista. We also have some other minor villains like Mariska, Rock. So we get to see all their points of view, which was really nice. And I personally love books where we get to see the villain's perspective. A lot of times in a lot of books, we only see the protagonist's perspective. And I don't like that kind of narrative very much. I love the kind of narrative where we get to see different characters' perspectives, especially that of the villains, and that was there in this book, and I loved this for that. The book is well paced and well executed overall. The second half can be called very fast paced actually. The book is also action packed. There are a lot of fighting scenes and battle scenes which are all quite well written, especially the battle scene at the climax. That was really great. To take a look at the characters, the book actually has a lot of strong, powerful female characters. We have Scarlett, the protagonist, 15-year-old princess of Sky Kingdom. We have her parents, King Xavier and Queen Adeline, who are the rulers of the Sky Kingdom. We have Tristan, their sworn enemy, Queen Edwina, who is the ruler of the Kingdom of Zendora, Queen Callista, the ruler of the Kingdom of Brutus, Mariska, Noel and Bert, who are like this trio whose services are used by Queen Callista, Zaramus, the Obsidian King, Rock, a demon whose services are used by Queen Callista. We can't forget Black Viper, who's like this amazing fighter who serves Queen Edwina. We have Jasper, Vivian, Stella, Roland, Helena, Colin, who are all from the same school that Scarlett eventually goes to, the School of Flenora. We also have some professors from the School of Flenora, like Professors Olivia, Duprix, and so on. And yes, those are about the main characters we see in the book. I felt it would have been nicer if we could have known Scarlett's friends better. Like a little more depth to their characters would have been really nice. Other than that, I felt all the other characters were well made up. I gave the book 4.5 stars out of 5 and I immensely enjoyed reading it. The book seems to be getting a sequel and I have really high hopes for that one. The author, I think, has done a really good job, especially this being his debut novel. This is a book I would recommend, especially if you are a beginner to the fantasy genre or if you're looking to get into the fantasy genre. Pick this one up, it's really good.
I never made it, but I know